welcome to my channel. We're doing the rising sign reading for the month ahead for Virgo rising for June. Because I'm probably going to be uploading this sometime after the full moon, this may sort of go into the very start of July as well, but I don't know yet. But we do have quite a few cards for you guys, so quite a few cards came through for you guys, so I want to sort of jump in as quick as possible. I'll just quickly say that the astrology highlights video that accompanies these card readings is also up, and you'll find the link to that in the description box. It's not showing cards, it's showing the charts, and there's some different dates that are significant with certain aspects that I talk about how we can work through those energies. So it's worth taking a look at because it dovetails the readings to help you get the most out of the month. Yeah, with that, we'll get into it straight away and see what's come through. First house for your rising sign, so how the world sees you. Aries house is where we find our rising sign. Vesta, home and hearth. Vesta's an asteroid. Nurturance. Last quarter moon, okay. Well, hopefully you'll see this before last quarter moon, but last quarter moon is exactly, or pretty much exactly a week after the full moon. So the full moon's going to be on the 11th, so 7 days after that will be the 18th. That's the dates over here, though. The full moon might be on the 10th, and then of course it's then the 17th that this quarter phase will be. So this is full moon energy we've got. So my initial thought when I got this card was getting to the heart, or the hearth, the very core of some matter, because this is the third quarter square, which is taking on the challenge of clearing out or making adjustments with the full moon energy. The 11th house, Cancer, is covering your 11th house. Home, family, friendships, wishes, social circles, groups, like the wider, where Gemini is more close-knit neighbourhoods and all this. This is a wider world, so you could have groups and social circles over the internet or whatever. So far we've got full moon energy, Ceres, nurturance. Well, I find that both of these asteroids have a nurturing quality about them. This one seems to be more gentle, more mothering, nurturing vibes, whereas this one's sort of at the heart. What's at the heart? What's at the core kind of thing. But nurturing, needing nurturing. And then we've got Cancer again. Cancer covering the 11th house again. Okay. So definitely to do with your 11th house, Mars. Mars is not retrograde, thank goodness. But yeah, taking action. Bringing nurturance into relationships that feel like family. Chiron, healing. Chiron, the wounded healer. Healing needing to take place. Now you've got Libra, which is your second house, the Taurus house of resources and what you value. Money, self-worth, who you value. And of course Libra's covering it, so it is a definite who you value in terms of people, or indeed what you value that's to do with people, but it's not shared resources like 8th house. Saturn, seriousness, wisdom, long term. No, now we've got 8th house. Okay. Okay. which is in Aries for you, which is Mars ruled, taking action. So yeah, so I guess that's why I mentioned shared resources then. What else have we got? 6th house. Health, duty, service to others. The Virgo house, which is covered by Aquarius. So we've got Aquarius again. So we've got Aquarius house and Aquarius sign. So we're dealing with the friendship Eros. A relationship that feels like a friendship. This could be two ways, because Eros can be about creativity, but it can also be about sexuality, and is very potent and very fiery. Is it a relationship you want to take like further or something? Or is it about creativity with friendships? You know, because this is also about your creative energies, utilizing your creative energies. Something's long term, so it's not and then it's gone. There's something long term. But there's a friendly aspect to it, even though you've got the full moon here. This is about, it can be about making adjustments. It's not always about what you have to let go of or who you have to let go of, because there's nurturing vibes here as well, see? With Chiron as well, there's healing, an opening for healing, being creative with your healing, taking action to be creative with the healing and the nurturing, making adjustments, see? It doesn't have to always be about who or what needs to be forgiven, or letting go of something, or, you know. It can just simply mean you need to make some adjustments, because, I mean, we have a new moon, we bring new things in some way, or we start something new. Well, at some point we have to get used to, you know, have to have time to get used to this new thing. And there is this full moon energy in the first quarter square, or last quarter square, sorry, where it's about making adjustments. Now we've got Aries, Mars ruled Aries. Aries was in your 8th, wasn't it? Yeah. So yeah, there is something to do with shared resources. Oh, that's why I wasn't getting heaviness of a full moon. Now this one's good. This is the one you want to get, because the other one's the lunar eclipse, which is all full moon energy. This is new moon energy. Oh, I know. Virgo. Here's the thing. In September, we're going to get the eclipses. Now, first we're going to get a full moon eclipse. Ironically, that's going to be in Aquarius, which is, Aquarius was coming up, which is, you know, not odd, what is it? Coincidental that you've had the Aquarius house and the Aquarius sign here with near the full moon energy, but right over here, this new moon eclipse is going to be in your sign. I'm talking about sidereal signs. It's going to be near the end of September. And the reason I'm talking about it, other than it just the card itself coming through, is if you haven't seen these before, I'm going to go through it. You know what I'm going to say if you have seen it before. That if you have seen these readings before, I mean, the eclipse. The eclipse has an event, time frame that it has, but it also has pre-shadow and post-shadow, which is a minimum of 3 months either side of it, because it's so massively powerful. We're in the doorway of both of the eclipses now, right now. So big things are on the horizon. And this, even though this is full moon energy, we didn't get the full moon eclipse card. This is trumping that, if you want to put it that way. This is superseding that. which means big, new, wonderful things are coming your way. It's going to be big for the Virgo suns as well. Sun sign Virgo. If you happen to have sun sign Virgo as well as Virgo rising, which can be possible, it's going to be a massive year ahead for you with the eclipse coming through and your birthday and so forth. If you're game enough, drop the number in the comments section of when your birthday is, and I'll let you know if that's when the eclipse hits. Because if it does, that's going to be a massive year. But it's going to be late September when this rocks up. So yeah, it's going to be a big year ahead for you guys. Wow. So what have we got so far? A lot of Aquarius, friendships, groups, social circles, some sort of shared resource with others, because that's the other. And see, this is also, this is the sign of the other. You know, also 7th house is Libra energy, but you didn't get 7th house anywhere here, I don't think. I don't think you got 7th house anywhere. No. But this is Libra in the 2nd, and they're both Venus ruled. Is Venus in Aries right now? I think Venus just recently moved into Aries. It'll be in my month ahead, because I sort of jump in and I don't have a script, so I sort of don't know. I just sort of talk through it as I go through each of the charts. I sort of see certain dates that I think are worth taking note of, and then I just run through the whole thing when I do the video. But yes, big things coming in, and Aries is right next to that, so I think that it's going to be very in a good positive way. It's going to fire you up. It's going to be firing you up. Aries house, Aries sign, Mars rules Aries. You've got lots of there's going to be something like the fire's going to be lit up. Like, you know how I said get to the hearth of the matter? Like, there's the fire within. With Vesta, home and hearth, the fire in the hearth. Hearth. And so I think the fire within, you're going to be fired up. Something's going to be, your creativity is going to be fired up. It could be the sexual energy and getting into a really good relationship. Either way, see, it's a good thing. Wow, something big. Sagittarius. This energy imbues power, superior confidence and enthusiasm with faith, good fortune and authority. Okay, now I've got Sag. I mean, you could be Sag Sun. Sag is in the 4th, so now we've got home family, which both of these asteroids give me that impression. Vesta and Ceres, home and hearth, and Ceres is about mothering and nurturing, which is Cancerian energy as far as I'm concerned. Eris, on the other hand, is more Mars and Pluto energy. It can be Leo as well, because there's this powerful creative side to Eris as well. Either way, whatever this is, involves someone else or you will move forward if you include someone else, like you will move forward better. That might be where the adjustment thing comes in. Second house again in Libra. Your assets, finances, and the things that you value. What you value, who you value, money and self-worth, I usually narrow it down to. Fifth house. Now, see, we've got the creativity, the Leo house, where you have fun, romance, and create things you are proud of. We had fifth house come through before. No. Fifth is in Capricorn for you guys. So that might be where Saturn comes in with the long term, doing something creatively that is long lasting, long term. Some of you might be actually with Eros and creativity with fifth house. Some of you might get pregnant. And this is new moon, so I'm guessing it's going to be a good thing. If you might. If you're wanting to have a child, then go ahead this month, because we've already got the energies here. We're in the doorway of that. So time to create, time to take action and create. Some of you, might want to be bringing an addition into the family, and yes, your groups, social circles. Well, there'll be new social circles if you don't already have children, like, certain groups and things that you go to when you have young children, even before they're of school age. Or just expanding on the family, Sag expansion, expanding with the family. Fourth house, here we go again. Fourth house, home and family. Your home and the roots of your being. For some of you, it will be an extension to the family. Whether it's getting pregnant or creatively looking into adopting somehow. Looking for avenues that open to you of This is giving me adjustment rather than, like I said earlier, making some sort of adjustment, bringing something in and then adjusting to it. Chiron healing. It's definitely something long term. Definitely with creativity, something long term. Mercury. How you think, communicate, write, talk, and travel. Well, that's your ruling planet. He's going to be going retrograde next month, so this might also include his pre-shadow. Nothing to fear. It's just showing you options available to you, especially if you're, say, looking into creative ways to build on your family. Maybe there might be some need to talk with your doctor, medical practitioner about ways of there might be some sort of medical thing that can help you, like if you have struggled again with getting pregnant, if there's been any struggle, that the doctor might be able to help you find creative ways to around that, you and your partner. The 11th house, where the cosmos grants wishes, luck, friends and social occasions. I mean, this is bringing in the new in a really good way. So for those of you who do not want to have children, then this isn't, this isn't going to be for you. Or if you don't, then look into birth control. Be creative about birth control, maybe, if you're not wanting to bring a new addition into the family. I was getting, hopes, wishes, dreams of 11th house Aquarius. I was getting that more so, but also groups and, socializing, even if it's the family, that there's the social occasions and everything with expanded family members and that sort of thing, expanding the family. I don't know if I'm making sense. It's just going blah. Anyway, try and flow. Easy go, easy flow. That's good energy. That's an aspect. And that's very, very good. We got 11th house again. In Cancer, home and family. Friendships that are like family. 8th house, shared resources. Intimacy, sharing intimacy. I did say, well, if you're not wanting to expand on the family, at least use birth control. But having said that, that might be what's expanded on is the enjoyment of intimacy. Being new, healing a relationship, taking more action in that sense. Perhaps there's been some sort of reason that's held back one or both of you before. Sometimes we can get really busy and sort of focus on the mundane, and so we don't really we're not really involving ourselves so much in that area, I guess, or not. And for some of you, I think that's going to be more exciting somehow, because we've got 5th house creativity. Sagittarius, the Voyager, that could be physical, metaphorical. Maybe you could be going on a trip with your significant other somewhere, and that will bond you together, healing. Healing isn't always about, how do I put it? It's not always about if something bad has happened. Sometimes it's just healing and cathartic, to have that togetherness and connection. Neptune, dreams, follow your dreams. Mars, action, as we put it on Aries, taking action with whatever this is. 3rd house, perception. Right, well, that's the Gemini house of Scorpio. Oh yeah, Scorpio's covering your Gemini house. And among other things, Scorpio covers sex. I think for some of you it might just be that you're going to have a really enjoyable month. I don't know how else to put it, but yeah, good on you. 1st house, self. Yeah, I think because Virgo, sometimes we just sort of, because I've got a lot of Virgo in my chart too. I don't have Virgo rising though. But sometimes we can sort of be a bit too details, and we're so busy doing that we don't have time for something else, to just let ourselves go, let ourselves feel free, like the Sag sign does. Freedom, expansion and freedom, and just allowing ourselves to flow in go with the flow, allow ourselves to get lost a little bit in the nebulousness of Neptune kind of thing, the Neptune energy, taking action in that sense. Yeah, I think for some of you, it's going to be about enjoying those moments. Others of you, it'll be that and procreating. And for some of you, if you don't want to procreate but you want to enjoy those moments, then make sure you're protected or else, yeah. Taurus, the bombshell. Taurus is in your ninth, the Sag house, expansion and growth. With assets, what you value, because Taurus is about what you value and who you value, what's important to you, including yourself and your self-worth. I think at least for some of you, it's sort of like let go a bit, let go kind of with the adjusting full moon energy. Allow yourself to let go and go with the flow and enjoy intimate moments, intimacy, you know. Got a few of these cards. There may be reversals or not. We'll walk through it either way. Sixth house, sustainability, and as it's put right on Saturn, long-term sustainability. Whatever angle this is for you, it's going to be something long-term that's going to be good for you and your significant others. Look, upright, Libra, balance. For some of you, it's about assets, physical assets, because this is second house. Now we've got Taurus as well. So it could be about money for some of you. Take what resonates, because for some of you it's a physical thing. For some of you it's birthing a child. Creating a child first before you birth. Well, some of you might already be pregnant, and the child will be coming along soon. So prepare for that. Ceres, nurture, also upright. Ceres twice now. Mothering, nurturing. Nurture yourself by letting go a bit, I think. I mean, Virgo can be nitpicky. I'm not really picking up on the nitpicky so much as, or maybe you're nitpicky against yourself. But the idea of letting go, whether that's letting go with some sort of creative project or it's letting go with your partner intimately, you know, and going with the flow, because it will be a wonderful experience, and not just, you know, not just a once and that's it, because this is sustainability, which means it's going to be a long-term healing experience for the both of you. Mars, motion, forward motion, taking action. Vesta, home and hearth. So Ceres and Vesta have come through twice. See how there's the fire within. Yeah, getting fired up, firing up your soul, your heart. What's at the heart? What's in your heart? Get to the core of the heart of the matter. How you feel. These are all upright. Oh, now I've got it. Okay, third house, communication. Well, in order for relationships to work, we need to communicate, and perhaps you haven't been doing that. Or one, or you or the other, or it might be more about communication within and allowing yourself to let go, talking yourself through instead of out of it, if that makes sense. Because sometimes we can be our worst enemies and talk ourselves out of things, especially if we have a 12th house fear. Now, where did 12th house come? Did we get 12th house? I thought we got 12th house. Well, I can't find it, so maybe we didn't. Because maybe that's not what's the focus here, but I think this could be about could be communicating with your spirit team to help you find ways, creative ways to heal certain blocks, to going with the flow and letting go, because Virgo is very Virgo's not the sign that's generally known for being easy go, easy flow, letting go. And, Virgos can be sometimes quite uptight because they're so focused on getting all the details into place, But yeah, I think it could also be not necessarily that you're not communicating with your significant other, but maybe the style of communication is just the average day in, day out, regular boring details, and then you've got to turn it around, get it more creative and maybe spicy, Eris, where you're communicating in a more enjoyable way about more enjoyable subjects, for the both of you. I'm going to keep it there, though, because I think it's also about internal, how you're feeling about yourself and what you're holding back, working on not holding back in some ways. Venus, beloved. That's upright as well. Venus is upright as well. Libra in your second. And we got Taurus too, didn't we? Yeah, Taurus in your ninth. And Venus rules Libra and Taurus. And this is upright, so I think this is both about whoever your significant other is, but it could also be like this internal idea about treating yourself as your most beloved, if that makes sense. Because that says beloved. Or beloved. And it's upright. Retrograde review. This is upright, and as I said, we're going to be having the pre-shadow of Merc retro at the start of July. He's going to be for a short time in sidereal Leo, and then he moves into sidereal Cancer. So you're looking at your 12th and 11th house. That's where I got 12th house from, because he's going to start in your 12th house. That makes sense. He's going to start in your 12th house in Leo, right? Because this makes sense with the full moon energy of, making adjustments. And that's probably why I brought up and thought that the 12th house had come through, which it hadn't. So about making adjustments and clearing any issues you have around any fears of letting go within a comfortable, safe relationship. Or if it's not about relationships, it might be letting go of fears and your own self-criticisms around creative projects and ideas. Because once you can let that go, you can then work with Mercury retrograde, because Mercury retro will always show us options that are available to us if we open our eyes to it. It's not about running into a cave and hiding until Mercury retro is finished, because you're completely wasting the energies then otherwise. Mercury is here to help guide us through things that need adjusting, need to be changed to make a more improved, better quality of life for ourselves, That's what the retrogrades do for us. 4th house, home. So this is definitely a home family sort of feel, And that's in Sag again. So it's come through twice. Juno, partnership. We'll see if this was upright, we'd be having a different conversation. But because this is in reverse, because upright, it's questioning, do you want to be in a relationship, and are you getting equal give and receive? Here, I think the possibility is open for that, to give and receive in a healthy way. But the other side of it might be, are you a little afraid of letting go and giving of yourself? Is that something you fear a bit of? Because, you know, in Virgos, we can be a bit sort of, sometimes we can withhold from ourselves, if that makes sense. And sometimes we sort of don't allow ourselves to enjoy certain things. And I think this is asking you one way or the other, whether it's a romantic partnership or actually, you know, intimacy, you know, exploring intimacy more freely with your partner that is safe and, you know, trustworthy, or it's a project of some sort. And this is again going within, you know, are you giving to yourself enough? I'm getting from that as well, because it's in reverse, it's not upright. So it's not asking the question of whether or not you want to be in a relationship or whether or not giving and receiving equally. This is in reverse. So I'm not getting that usual Juno message. What's this? Because you only got one. Parenting. Parenting yourself, I'm getting straight up from that. Solar plexus, personal power, ambition, self-worth. Bam. And then throat chakra with the blue, speaking your truth. Communication, creativity as well, it can be. Self-expression, which could be the go with the flow and eros, and, you know, not being afraid to explore that area of life with your significant other, or not being afraid to put your creative project out into the world. Sagittarius, expansion, the wider world. Today you are a magnet for infinite abundance, divine intelligence, and unlimited love. Actually, this has always been true. Rock on, the universe. There you go. I don't want to hide Venus, actually. So, I said yes when you first thought of it. Now, when you first asked. And hallelujah, so be it, coming right up when you first gave thanks in advance, believing in you, the universe. Ever wonder why some of those who achieve incredible success, amass fortunes, and enjoy sizzling relationships, it's coming up, seem so unlikely? It's because intelligence, looks, even creativity come in a distant second place to believing. Achievers achieve because they believed they could, and then followed up with consistent baby steps, and so the heavens and earth were moved. I believe in you, the universe. Yeah. Don't be afraid to go with the flow and let that wall down a bit. And enjoy the moment, whether it's an intimate moment or whether it's enjoying creating whatever project or whatever it is that you're wanting to create. Parent yourself. I don't think I went into the numbers. Focus, detail, and dignity and temporary opportunity is number 6. 3 is communication, action, activity, youth, newness. 6 and 3 is 9, big beginnings, big endings, and spirituality. Can't get much bigger. Beginning, where is it? Here. Solar eclipse. Boom. Now that's massive energy coming in. So something big, something important, something good, something new coming in for you. between now and September, because now we're in the doorway of the pre-shadow, if you want to call it that, and then around September, near the second half of September, then it'll actually hit, and then after that is the post-shadow, about working out what's happened and how we can adjust to it. But having said that, this is the new moon eclipse, so that's going to be really big and good energy anyway, even in its post-shadow. What do the guardian angels want you guys to know? Gratitude. Thank you. This is a heartfelt thanks to you from someone you recently helped in some way. I, your guardian angel, also wish to thank you for the unconditional love you emanate to the earth, humanity, and those around you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are eternally blessed. May peace, grace, and love forever guide you along your sacred path. This was also giving me the idea that perhaps sometimes, especially again, I've got a lot of Virgo in my chart, sometimes when we do things and we don't seem to get any thanks for it, well, this is saying thank you to you for those things. The universe is saying thank you to you if no one else has, kind of thing, you know? Treat yourself as beloved. Forgiveness. Holding on to a past hurt is preventing you from moving forward and achieving your heart's desires. Okay, maybe that's where you need to, work with the full moon energy and make that adjustment, clear out any difficulty. Yeah, see, your heart's desires. There we've got Eris again, heart's desires. Get to the heart of the matter. Go with the flow. Let it go. Yeah, let it go. It's a very hard thing for a Virgo. Forgiveness does not mean that you condone another's actions. It simply means that you are no longer willing to be a perpetual victim to a particular person or event. Blame is a waste of your precious energy. Bless and surrender the past, for in doing so you will reclaim the joy of life. Yeah, joy. What was I saying? Enjoying the moment. Courage. Yeah, it takes courage. Dare to be different, to make mistakes. That's a big thing for a Virgo too. We don't like making mistakes. But it does happen. Create, for it is in creation that you exist. Create. Yes, see, create. Where was it? Eris. And fifth house came through here. Yeah. Create, for it is in creation that you exist. In this world of dreams, wow, we got the dreams card too, didn't we, somewhere? Okay, well, anyway. In this world of dreams that stem from the eternal heart, you are one with all creation. All is possible. Go forth and be true to yourself, for it is only through being true to you that you can be true to others. There you go. Get to the heart of the matter. Clear away anything that's difficult and holding you back. Then you can go with the flow. Be true to yourself so you can be true to your significant others. I think that that's about it for this reading. Hopefully this has made sense, and I really wish you guys all the best of luck with June and onwards. And until next time, bye for now.